Hi everyone, this is Jenny with the Comic Creator Support Group on Twitter, and I'm also the creator of Swenyar's Fine, the artist and the writer. I'm the writer of No Smoking, and I am a children's book author of a book called The Fine Red Cat. So, I do have two other comics, well, kind of. I'll tell you more about them in this video, but just to let you know, I do have a cold, so I'm going to sniffle. Sorry, I don't think I have COVID, but I'm not going anywhere. It's not going to spread it. Don't worry, I always wear a mask, so you gotta be safe, stay well, that sort of thing. This video is about when it's time to walk away from your comic because you're just not getting the foot traffic and you're really frustrated because you're putting all this time into it and nobody's reading it and you maybe get 2 or 3 likes and per episode, and you're just really sad because no one's talking to you, or maybe they are talking to you but maybe they're being mean and saying things like, I don't like your art, why is there no depth? These are things people have said to me. Why is there no depth? I don't like your art, I don't like your style, your work is blurry, I don't like you, And you're just like, okay, fine, don't like my work, that's fine. That's cool. I'm cool with people not liking my work. I mean, I don't force anyone to, like my work, so. Yeah. Let's talk about Webtoons first, because that's the one. That's where my comic is. It was on Tapaz. It still is on Tapaz. I just stopped updating it because I had 24 followers, and I think it was 24. I don't know. It was a small amount, and I was feeling really depressed, and I had too much on my plate. I decided just to keep it on Webtoon, and I just told everyone on Tapaz to go to Webtoon. So, and I apologized to everyone, but I stopped updating on Tapaz. It doesn't mean I don't like Tapaz. I think Tapaz is great. It just didn't work for me. I think it does work for other people. I like Webtoon better because No Smoking, that I worked with Believe in Sion, I'm the writer. It was a comic that I actually wrote in 2005, and I got special mention in a magazine. I don't even know if Believe in Sion knows about that. But she came to me and asked if she could do the art on it, and at that time I had stopped doing comics. I had actually walked away from Swenyar's Fine because I was discouraged about it. And she came into my life and she was like an angel, and she's such a wonderful person and a fantastic artist and a great writer, and oh my gosh, I mean, she just made that comic so wonderful. And No Smoking did really well on Webtoon. And then I decided, oh, well, I'll put up Swenyar's Fine on there. Well, by then, it'd been 1.5 or 2 years since I worked on the comic. I put out the old pages, and the comic style, or the way I drew, was so different. I had learned a lot, and I was using different tools and so on. And I really shouldn't have done that. I should not have put up the old comic. I should have just done new pages. And what happened was, I went in, after I'd put in 20 pages, I went back and redid it. I redid it. So the sad part is I got a whole bunch of bad ratings from people like, oh, your art sucks. I hate your drawings, la, 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 la. And then I redid it, and the art was completely, 100% different. And I think 100% better. But I still had the bad ratings, and there was no way to get anyone to come in. And I suppose I should have just erased the whole thing and started over again, but I didn't want to. And I didn't, and I'm not going to, obviously, at this point. I mean, I'm thinking 500 and some odd pages into the comic. And that's how many pages I have. I mean, Swenyar's Fine, I actually created that when I was in 4th grade. That was like a really long time ago. I mean, I'm a mom now. I have a 15-year-old daughter. I mean, if that gives you an idea of how long ago that comic or that whole idea started. So it's been my baby. And these characters have been with me for so long. So, and I've redone the comic 4 times since 2001. It was originally a novel that I wrote after college because I wanted to get the story out there, but I'd always wanted to be a comic artist since I was a little kid. So I think that I'm a good candidate to talk about when it's time to walk away from your comic. I'm going to be honest with you. Don't walk away your comic until you're done with the story. There's too many people on Webtoon that just give up. You get discouraged because there's crickets. All you hear is those crickets out there. There's nobody there. And you walk away. And the thing is, if you walk away from your story, then you'll never know if you could have made it. And yeah, I get discouraged. I get discouraged a lot. Trust me, I do. I get very depressed and very sad a lot because my comic doesn't get a lot of attention, and I feel invisible. And, you know, I know that I shouldn't have my comic, when people ignore me, it's not me they're ignoring, it's my comic, but it still feels like I'm getting ignored personally. So, yeah, I've been there. It's very discouraging. And that's why I created the Comic Creator Support Group. I wanted to help artists along, and I wanted you to know you're not alone. And if you're going through a miserable time with your comic, don't give up. I mean, anything worthwhile is going to be tough, and it's going to be hard. It's going to be a struggle. It's not going to be easy. Even Fred, my brother, does Mega Tokyo. He has struggled over the years, and he's had great success. He's a fantastic artist, a fantastic writer. He truly has a gift with art, and I admire my brother very much. He's a fantastic person, too. But if Fred had walked away when he got discouraged, then Mega Tokyo wouldn't be where it is now. And he wouldn't have had the success that he had if he had just walked away from it. So I just think you should stick with it and not quit. And I don't know if this helps anyone. I mean, I'm talking from my own point of view. But just keep plugging away at it and make sure that you post your work on other social medias. Like Twitter is a fantastic place for artists. If you have a webcomic, put it on Twitter and promote your work there. It's a wonderful community. There's wonderful people there. Another place, of course, is Instagram and Print Test. And I mean, obviously YouTube. I'm here. So just keep plugging away. Don't quit. And thank you to all my readers. You guys, my readers are like my family. I love you all, and I'm so honored that you read my work. It means a lot to me. And those of you that have come on to the Comic Creator Support Group, you're my extended family too. I mean, I'm a mom, so I tend to nurture people, and I try to help people along. That's just the way I am anyway. So I'll do my best to help you. I don't know everything about comics. Obviously, I'm not a professional comic artist. But I've been there for I've been doing this for such a long time. So I do know a little something, but I don't want you to quit. There's too many comics on Webtoons where people have just given up, and there's unfinished stories sitting out there, and they're sad. So go back to your stories if you walked away from it, and if you're doing a comic now, continue with it. I believe in you. Thanks, guys.